Millions of Americans are on alert for tornadoes. Massive monster twisters have been marauding across the plains, causing extensive damage. And tonight, we are out with the storm chasers. How do they stay safe, and how can you? ABC's Kana Whitworth reporting from Oklahoma.
Tonight, heartache in the heartland as a series of twisters touched down just hours ago.
Wow.
A tornado emergency issued in populated parts of Oklahoma. This monster storm even crisscrossing a busy highway.
It continues to make its way closer and closer to I-35.
Coco TV meteorologist Damon Lane warning viewers to take cover.
From Joy to Davis, you're in the path of the storm. You need to be going into your tornado shelter or the innermost room of your house immediately.
In its wake, several homes destroyed, trees mangled, these cars at a standstill. So far, 2 deaths have been reported. At least 20 million Americans bracing tonight for severe weather. More than 16 reported twisters today. And now, new tornado watches in Louisiana and Arkansas, where winds up to 80 miles an hour tore through an airfield. In Nebraska, flooding and softball-sized hail pounding down, shattering car windows.
We are just now leaving Tulsa, and we heard there is yet another tornado warning. This time it's in Pawnee. We've already seen 2 tornadoes touch down, so it's already been a very active day. We're following the radar as well, and we're going to keep driving to see what we can find.
This series of storms following a weekend of wild weather. This monster twister touching down near Ray, Colorado.
Hey, check those people over there!
Storm chaser Gabe Cox getting uncomfortably close.
When we came out on that road and it was sitting in front of us, it was probably the most amazing tornado we had seen.
Watching the storm go from a thin streak to a quarter-mile wide behemoth.
Oh my God.
We're always calculating everything that we're watching in front of us, keeping a close eye. There's 100 things going on all at once.
Give me a little perspective!
In that white car, another chase team.
We'll get right in there.
Tracking more than 8 miles with 130-mile-an-hour winds.
Pictures.
Then it stops. A wall of wind and dirt spinning in place. Debris somersaulting as Gabe watches on. Finally, it crosses the road. Gabe telling us he used those white clouds hundreds of feet up as a guide to stay safe.
As long as we were outside of that, the wall cloud, there was no real risk remaining outside of what a lot of chasers call the bear cage.
Okay, go!
This, one of at least 7 tornadoes in Colorado over the weekend. The storms flattened homes, flipped trailers, and tangled power lines, leaving 5 injured in their wake.
We have windows broken out. It's not pretty.
But for some, the perfect storm turned into the perfect selfie. And for this young couple, a prom photo they will never forget.
For a lot of people living in the heartland, tornadoes are a way of life, which is why many of them have these shelters right near their homes. So when they hear those sirens, they can open them up and get underground in a hurry. Now, this one is especially large. And if you come down with me, you'll see this one can hold as many as 25 people. Once you're down inside, you can see just how big it is. And they have this equipped with flashlights and first aid kits so they can stay down here and ride out the storm.
But earlier, as many people were boarding up and hunkering down,
Currently on the road headed south toward Hugo, Oklahoma.
storm chasers Brett Adair and Brandon Clement were on the hunt for the big one.
For my camera setup, I've got a dash cam up here that we actually run a live stream on, so people can watch exactly what we're watching.
Their car outfitted with the highest tech for the perfect shot, risking it all for that unbridled adventure.
Oh my God, that was huge!
In 2012, our Ginger Z rode shotgun with Tim Samaras, a seasoned storm chaser.
Oh, look at that. That was beautiful.
On a 4-state, 800-mile journey to study lightning.
But the problem is everybody's, oh, geez, Tim, it's really easy. Just get in your car, go hear a rumble of thunder, go park up next to it, you're in. Well, it's not that easy. Sometimes it's almost as difficult chasing a tornado as is a good lightning storm.
So we're going to go see the kahuna.
Yep.
Armed with this high-speed camera, Tim was attempting to document the birth of a lightning strike.
There's actually 82 cameras on this instrument here, taking one picture of the lightning and 1 microsecond steps of time.
On this day, Tim was joined by his son, Paul, new to the team and eager to learn the family business.
Yep, let's go.
All right, it is happening. It's gonna come right now. Oh my God, oh my God.
As dusk settled in,
CG? Yeah, it's like 12 o'clock.
the moment they were waiting for, a classic thunderstorm bursting with lightning. And with Paul on watch and Tim manning the camera, they managed to snag a beautiful image.
Numerous branches, then the first one hits the ground, then the return stroke.
Oh my God.
The chase alone, reason enough to keep going.
I don't know how many storms I've seen in my lifetime, but every single one of them, I still get pretty excited. The little boy in me just wants to come out here and just watch and stare.
But it was that passion that took his life. In 2013, a deadly storm in Oklahoma killed 18 people, including Tim Samaras, his son Paul, and their colleague, Carl Young.
It's like a nightmare.
Reed Timmer knew Tim well. They worked together on the Discovery Channel show Storm Chasers.
There's something that doesn't make sense because he knew exactly what he was doing and he's always been controlled and safe.
A devastating reminder just how dangerous these storms can be. There were nearly 1,200 tornadoes last year alone, claiming 36 lives in the U.S. Last year, Ginger visited this research lab at Texas Tech to learn how to survive a twister.
We're locked and loaded.
Here, a debris cannon simulates the power of a tornado.
3, 2, 1. Whoa!
This 100-mile-per-hour missile will totally go through the standard residential structure.
Don't believe it? Watch this. A 2x4, right through brick, even cinder block.
You do not want this going into you. And if you have this wall, it won't.
But some of the most critical moments can happen after a storm, as Ginger learned at Disaster City in Texas. Experts say it's important to not freeze. Instead, immediately look around for anything that can be used as a tool.
Wedge it underneath, and you can see how much you can move that weight. Yeah. You have a toolbox that used to be your house.
Satellite funnels on the right.
And tonight, the region reeling from destruction as storm season barrels onwards. For Nightline, I'm Kana Whitworth in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Oh, yes, it is a Tuesday Skinny. That means, of course, we start with Dancing with the Stars.
It was Judges Team Up Challenge night, and Team Bruno featured the show's first ever same-sex dancing couples. Jodie Sweetin danced with Petter Murtergood and Niall DeMarco with Keo Motsepe. As it turned out, Team Bruno, Team Goodman, and Team Carrie-Ann all scored 29 points.
Okay, so then the standout moment of the night was Niall's Paso Doble, which included that. Silence. Dramatic silence during which the music was turned off. That's in essence what he hears during his normal routine.
I still don't understand how he does this show and these dances deaf.
Yeah, it was just such a touching moment.
It really was.
He got a near perfect score, 29 out of 30.
Now our own Ginger Z, however, continued to dominate. She earned her second perfect score for her Argentine tango.
Was beautiful as well. And Paige Van Zandt and Mark Ballas, as well as Antonio Brown, co-starring his abs, and Sharna Burgess performed stunning waltzes there. But neither performance was enough to put them at the top of the leaderboard.
And finally, Fuller House star Jodie Sweetin and Keo Motsepe earned their first perfect score of the season. But
oh, that's great. That's
yeah,
good. That's
except
good,
that then she got the boot.
Wait.
It was not enough to keep her in because the voting was based on her performance from last week's show, which was not good enough to keep her in the running.
So you get a perfect 10 and
then you get to go home.
Yeah.
But she said it was a highlight. She said, what more could I ask for than to go out on all 10s? I'm glad I did it.
That's
and
great.
I think her mother was in the audience. She actually turned to her and said, I did it, I did it, I did it.
Good for her. And she said that she starts shooting today on
8 a.m. So
Fuller House.
It worked out conveniently, I think, for her. Now only 5 couples remaining. Getting down there. Next,
elimination next week.
To catch a falling star.
It's now becoming a sort of a thing with Jennifer Lawrence taking tumbles on the red carpet. This time, it happened in the UK at London's X-Men Apocalypse global fan screening last night. As J-Lo tried to avoid the rain, her other infamous falls included last November in Madrid and at 2 separate Oscar ceremonies, of course. The most famous being her trip up the stairs in 2013 to collect her Best Actress award for Silver Linings Playbook.
Now, J-Lo might be borrowing a page from pal Amy Schumer's playbook here. Schumer shamelessly took a tumble right in front of Kim Ye at the Time 100 Gala red carpet last month. She said she just did it because she thought it would be funny.
They thought it was funny, too, clearly.
Mission accomplished, I would say.
Well.
But I love Jennifer Lawrence, and I love how she plays these things off. You know, she's just, even at the Oscars, she went, of course I fell.
I just love how Kanye didn't even blink. It was just like, okay.
Oh, did somebody, did you hear anything?
Didn't hear anything. Next, we have some glad tidings for another pair of celebrity couples.
We just recently announced they were expecting, but now Ryan Gosling and Eva Mendes apparently just pulled off the biggest baby cover-up in Hollywood history, announcing they had their baby 2 weeks ago. Amada Lee Gosling was reportedly born April 29th at 8:03 a.m. in Santa Monica, joining big sister 20-month-old Esmeralda Amada, reusing Ava's grandmother's name.
Which means?
Amada, beloved.
Beloved, very nice name. Congratulations, that's Brie Larson, who's now engaged to musician Alex Greenwald. They've been dating for 2 years and are now making it official. Congratulations all around.
Lots of congratulations.
Yes, yeah.
And finally, Pink is keeping it all in the family.
Her latest video, Just Like Fire, features her husband, Corey Hart, and their 4-year-old daughter, Willow Sage. Pink, play us out.